Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the late day, as Coochie said. It's had a long day today, and it's been a long couple of weeks actually since the incident happened back on the 19th. Everyone's had a good go at it. I'd like to make this short statement. The board of the Carlton Football Club met together with management and leadership group to address issues arising from the players' unofficial end-of-year function. As a result, the club has imposed the following penalties, in addition to the fines previously announced, to Eddie Betts, Ryan Houlihan and Andrew Walker. They will be suspended from the club immediately for a period of 1 month. During this time, they will complete all training away from the west of the playing group and with the Northern Bull Ants. They'll also be unavailable for selection for the NAB Cup. We know this will impact on their preparation for the home and away season. Players are aware of the embarrassment and negative impact this has placed on the club and everyone connected with the Carlton Football Club. Clearly it was completely unacceptable. I'd like to pass to our captain Chris Judd to make a statement as well. He feels strongly about speaking today.
Just on behalf of the players, we take full responsibility for the inappropriate behaviour at our Christmas breakup. We apologise to the various people and organisations associated with the Carlton Football Club and those impacted by the regrettable behaviour. We understand the privilege and opportunity that comes with playing AFL football. Whilst I can only offer words today, I pledge that our actions in the future will do justice to the commitment we have made to the club. Beyond today, I feel optimistic and hopeful for the season ahead. The playing group is far fitter and stronger than at any time since I've been here, and we are determined to produce a better season than last year.
Guys, any quick questions? You've actually had a pretty good go at it for about 10 days after the 19th. It was pretty solid, so if you've got some quick ones, we're happy to answer. But we'd probably stress we don't need to go over what happened. We stand here totally accepting that the behaviour was ordinary. The board have met on this issue, which we don't like getting involved in football issues, but we have. And if you've got any questions, let's get through them quickly.
Have you contacted or been contacted by any of your sponsors regarding it?
No, well, we're always talking to our sponsors, and the good thing about Carlton Footy Club is we've got some great people who support us through thick and thin, and they're doing so now.
Were they close to getting sacked?
The players? I think this club made a really big stand with Brendan Favola not so long ago, and I spoke to the playing group this morning, and let me just say, Juddy, I hope I left the boys in no uncertain terms as to what's demanded. And were they close? They don't want to push us any further.
Stephen, what can you really tell the players personally?
I'd have stressed, that behaviour, what's been reported, and again, guys, I don't want to get into it was reported wrongly, but there were some things that were stretched a little bit. But again, we don't condone that behaviour, whatever happened during the day. It was totally, again, unacceptable. I just spoke to the players about respect, humility, empathy for teammates, and this playing group, I can only stress how hard they train for 8 weeks. Most of them don't actually have a drink, I can honestly say that, and obviously it was a little bit naive, and they went a bit harder than they should have on that day. No, it was unofficial. The players finished training on the Friday. Had an end-of-year function, that was it, and this was a player-driven function, and probably won't happen again.
Did you consider suspensions for the home and away season?
Well, I think actually the way that's set out, they'd probably be very lucky to be playing the first couple of rounds, so I think that's pretty, that's a little cloak in that one, yeah. I think they'll find it difficult to play rounds 1 and 2.
But on the day, did you think it was unacceptable behaviour on the day?
Look, yeah, I think particularly the leadership group, I guess, take extra responsibility for what happened. We're entrusted by the club to ensure that appropriate levels of behaviour are maintained, and we put our hands up today and say we fell seriously short of that, and give our word that it won't happen again. I think it's impossible for players to talk their way out of a situation like this. You really have to behave your way out of it, and unfortunately with that comes time. So all I can offer is words today, but certainly we will be looking to behave our way out of the predicament we find ourselves in.
Chris, is an alcohol ban a possibility, or is that sort of going?
Look, not really. I think one of the problems we have, we're actually not a heavy drinking club, and I know from the outside looking in, that statement appears ridiculous. What we have here is where the players go for pretty long periods of drinking no alcohol or next to no alcohol at all, and then use alcohol as a reward system for hard work or the sacrifices they've made. And using alcohol as a reward leads to binge drinking. Binge drinking really has no place at this club going forward, and we fully acknowledge that binge drinking is causing some pretty serious problems in the Australian community. And as role models, we don't want to be a part of that.
Steve, is that one of the big disappointments from your point of view, that someone in the leadership group didn't step in and see things were getting out of control?
Well, look, that's what I spoke about to Judd and the boys today. It is disappointing. And look, again, I don't want to go over that day because these guys, the leadership group has been strong a lot of other ways. On that day, they're probably negligent in what they got up to. So I think they accept that, and we made that pretty clear. And the club has put in on alcohol and drugs, and we put in a few policies over the last couple of weeks that we're adding to our policies to stringently educate our people, our players, about that. It's not only players but staff as well.
Did Levi catch obviously? Was that dealt with specifically at the board meeting?
No, look, I think that's done. Levi, family had a lot of press. I think we've apologised for anything that's happened. That's been done.
Thanks, folks.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.